So I'm driving a coil, and my duty cycle is 6%. See that little nibble right there? That little guy right there? I'm going to move him into this big guy. We see 29 volts. I'm going to lower the... You can see it going, gone, and it jumps up. So it's additive. Jumped up 2 volts. No. 3 volts. Okay, so then we'll lower the pulse even more, the duty cycle, down to 3, and then it starts to move. Because the voltage is lower, so the triggering is off. But you can get an idea of what goes on in the top ring. This is the sine wave on the small scope. That's the pulse, which is, let's get it right here, the square wave. So I'll go back to this scope and you can see, let it catch its breath here, hopefully. There you go. Okay, so the blue and the red. The red is what pulse is going into the solid state relay board, and the blue is what's on the top of this LC tank. Also on the top of this tank is I've got this large loop. I've got the other scope turned on, and I've got this channel just laying there. And as you can see, those sharp pulses come through at a 90-degree angle. And you can see the peak is 27 volts. What's interesting about that is that supply there is only 12 volts. There's no 24 volts, no other voltages anywhere. The SSR board is powered by 12 volts. I'm driving it with a 12 volt signal. As you can see, amplitude, 12 volt peak to peak amplitude. Well, maybe not. It's too bright. It's too bright. Maybe we can get the angle there. Maybe no. Oh, hang on. There. There's 12 volt peak to peak. You can see it's pretty fuzzy in there, but it's there. And so back on this big scope with this at a 90-degree angle to this single run, you can see I've got these sharp pulses. I would consider those kicks, since the pulses are extremely sharp, and that's the only connection there, with no ground. So there is a level of electrostatic pressure going on there. The other waveform is because the ground is not connected, even though the ground is connected over here. But that's okay. So anyway, so that's what I've got so far. I've also tried, this is a ferrous core. With the ferrous core in there, I get the ringing, as it's been labeled prior, that ringing, let's go back and get it. This has always been called ringing. They call it ringing. But when I use that air coil, I get a 1-to-1, let's go back to this. I get a 1-to-1 sine wave to square wave with no ringing. That's it for now.